Everybody, welcome back to CWRL's Fight Night at the Freedom Factory, and we have come to the main event of the evening, the final round of the evening. We have skimmed through, had 6 teams eliminated, and now we are down to the final 2. We have the Smokehouse going one-on-one against the Intimidators. The Intimidators come into the final round with a 16-point advantage over the Smokehouse. And it should be interesting to see which one of these two teams come out on top. In the final round, they have 20 minutes to get the job done, to score as many points as they possibly can, to maximize the opportunity presented to them. You can see that the Smokehouse has starting advantage here, with both cars starting on the front row. Checker's car on the pole there, with the Intimidators checker car starting in the most disadvantageous spot, that 4th position there, but you can recover up into the lead. You can pretty much start almost anywhere here and wind up being the leader before you know it. And let's see how this all shakes out, how it all unfolds. Let's get this final matchup underway. Let's go to trackside one more time. Thank you once again, everybody, for joining me for this. I know the segments can sometimes be frustrating. It just makes it easier to keep stuff separate and organized. Otherwise, I would just do one big stream chunk. Pace car has begun to roll on here on the back stretch. You can see 2 teams strapping up tight, ready for one more round. And the pace car is off, and the main event, Fight Night at the Freedom Factory, is underway. You can see the Intimidators into their wrecker car making a move for the lead early, as the checker car for the Intimidators recovers into the 4th position, into the 3rd position here, and now makes a move for the 2nd spot against the checkers car for the Smokehouse. The Intimidators hold on to that lead that they have over the Smokehouse currently, as the wrecker's car continues to hold the point. And you can see the checkers car for the Smokehouse not done yet, making a move on the inside for 2nd, with the wrecker's car for the Smokehouse tightly on their back bumper there. And they all get caught up in a wreck. This is not boding well for the Smokehouse. Both the checker and wrecker car get caught up in an incident with the checker car for the Intimidators. No penalty assessed, as that was not clearly an intentional act of wrecking by one of the checkers cars here. All 3 of them just trying to race for real estate that just wasn't enough for them all. You can see now that the checker and wrecker car for the Smokehouse have a long way to go to catch up to the leaders here. Meanwhile, out front, you can see that the Intimidators continue to run 1-2 here. Checkers car in the 2nd spot. So the Intimidators maintain their points lead, but they are not scoring any more points yet, as we're down to 18-15 remaining in the main event here at Fight Night. The Intimidators looking for another big points day, another Freedom Factory victory that would help them close up on Boogity Boogity Racing and the Candyman. And if the Intimidators checker car is actually able to pull off the win here and win this main event, that would be 50 extra points for the Intimidators. I'm pretty sure that would be definitely needed for them right now, as they're trying to work their way up past the top 2 in points and get back into that points lead that they once had. The Intimidators looking for, I believe, their 3rd CWRL victory. First team to score multiple wins. They were winners of the inaugural CWRL Battle of Bristol. And then about 2 weeks ago, they won Fight Night at the Freedom Factory. So, looking for their third win overall on the season. Intimidators continue to show the way here. So we're down to 16.5 minutes remaining in the main event. And you can see that the record car for the Smokehouse in a distant 10th here, trying to stay on the lead lap. And if he falls down to the checker car for the Intimidators, that's 10 points for the Intimidators. That will just make that lead that much greater for him. See that the checkers car for the Smokehouse has recovered nicely and has lost all of that regained ground. As you can see, he will recover to fall back into the 9th position. Both checker and record car for the Smokehouse here at the tail end of the lead lap and about to fall prey to the leaders. We're down to 15 remaining in the main event. The Smokehouse running into calamity here. As you can see, the checkers car for the Smokehouse trying to recover that lost ground, get away from those leaders, stay on the lead lap. And he is pulling away from the leaders, putting several car links between them, and several traffic jammers as well. That is about a straightaway between him and the leader, the Intimidator car, the record car for the Intimidators. And you can see that the record car is starting to move up through the field as well, having to take that 9th position away from the traffic jammer. Intimidators looking to score some points here, as you can see that the checkers car for the Smokehouse just fell a lap down to the leaders. It's now the last place car on the track. That is 15 points for the Intimidators that has just been scored. Intimidators adding to their points lead despite not being the leaders, putting several cars a lap down now. As you can see, but that Smokehouse traffic jammer took out that checker car for the Intimidators, and you can see the Smokehouse was able to take those 15 points back. It continues along in a very, very, very distant second to the leader right now. But as long as they hold that points gap between themselves and the Smokehouse, then the Intimidators, their record car is doing exactly what they need to do right now. Playing defense, protecting that points lead that they have over the Smokehouse. See him working his way through all of this light traffic. Down to 13 minutes remaining in the main event. You can see that the checker car for the Intimidators has a ways to go to catch up to that leader. See the record car for the Smokehouse has moved back up into the 3rd position, having recovered very nicely. However, he is about to fall victim to the leader. The leader about ready to put the 3rd place car lap down right now. So you can see the checker car for the Intimidators still in the 2nd position. It was a very, very second right now. So he works to put these cars a lap down, get points for his team. And that was an easy 3. As you can see, that traffic jam just ride turns 3 and 4 all the way along the wall. Now you can see that the wrecker car for the Intimidators continues to soldier on here as we are working lap 37. We're down to 11:15 remaining in the main event. The Intimidators continue to hold their points lead over the Smokehouse. You can see this bunch of traffic jammers here, right in front of the checkers car for the Intimidators. Will he be held up by them? Will he be able to make quick work of them? About to take a look. You can see that checkers car working the inside line coming out of turn 2. Clears his traffic jam counterpart here. Now looking for 3 more points. Turn 4 makes it happen. It's 3 more points for the Intimidators. He sets his sights on that checker car. Now you can see that the traffic jammer just wrecked himself off the back bumper of that checker car for the Intimidators. Pretty solid defense. You can see another traffic jammer getting caught up in misfortune. Falling another lap down to the leaders. So that wrecker car for the Intimidators trying to work that outside line. Just doesn't get it to happen. Intimidator wrecker car to lose some ground here. You can see it gets taken out, and the checker car for the Smokehouse gets back onto the lead lap. But on the other side, the checker car for the Intimidators has just assumed the race lead, scoring his first point here and adding to their points lead over the Smokehouse. So we're down to 8.5 minutes remaining in the main event. The Intimidators now extending their lead, adding on to their points total. See the Intimidators wrecker car now in a distant second, but about to retake that lead as one of the traffic jammers, one of their teammates, just took out the leader. As quickly as he got the lead, he has lost it right back, falling back to the second position. With the wrecker car for the Smokehouse not too far behind in third. You can see the checkers car here. Big pileup. Checkers car for the Smokehouse has lost a lot more ground now. It is now once again a lap down to the leader, but not a lap down to the checkers car for the Intimidators. That will make a huge difference here. Intimidators, hoping they will not be denied another CWRL victory. And it looked like they were on their way to a big point scoring victory, but they might just squeak out of here by the skin of their teeth. You can see there is a huge gap between first and second place and a third of the speedway now. So we are down to 6 minutes remaining in the event. The Intimidators continue to hold their points advantage over the Smokehouse, as the Smokehouse checker and car both have been caught up in misfortunes early on and have lost a lot of ground to the leaders to the point where it is very unlikely they will be getting any of that ground back. See, the cars are pretty well spread out right now. Pretty quiet racetrack. Focus back on the leader here. Currently working lap 62. Down to 5 minutes left in the main event. The Intimidators hoping to come out of Fight Night with their third CWRL victory, which would be 2 more than any other team has. No other team has had repeat victories in CWRL except for the Intimidators. Either way, this will be a good way for the Intimidators to close that points gap that Boogity Boogity Racing and the Candyman have. See the Intimidators easily taking second place with this. Anyway, the points will all be sorted out and ready to go for Sunday. This Sunday, CWRL will be having our monthly special. This one will be the Slinger Showdown from Slinger Speedway in New Jersey, one of the world's fastest growing lanes. So the gaps continue to grow here between the top 4. That checkers car for the Smokehouse is lapped out, I believe. Yes, he is solid to the leader. That is 15 points for the Intimidators. You can see that checkers car getting caught up. Almost got taken out by one of his counterparts. Very close to falling a second lap down to the leaders. Down to 2:40 remaining in the main event here. The Smokehouse basically smoking up the show, having a stink out performance. With the Intimidators looking to be a lock for their third CWRL victory here in 2021. Back up front, the Intimidators record car continues to show the way, working through these traffic jammers, passing another one with ease. Looks like some of those rear tires have been burning out a little bit. You can see them getting looser and looser as they're going through the corners. to the final 90 seconds of Fight Night at the Freedom Factory here. The Intimidators continuing to show the way. You can see that the checker car for the Intimidators has lost their second place position. About to get it back from the record car, the Smokehouse. We're down to the final minute here. We switch into chopper view one more time. You can see the record car for the Smokehouse riding that wall for some ways, loses a lot of ground to the leaders. See several cars, multiple laps down now. Down to the final 20 seconds here on the clock. Will be 2 to go after the win. This time will expire on this lap. Time has expired. Next lap being the white flag lap for the Intimidators. Intimidators looking for their third CWRL victory of 2021. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Fight Night at the Freedom Factory. Congratulations to the Intimidators, who were able to hold off the Smokehouse. Pretty sure the Smokehouse got shutted out here. I'm going to take a quick look and see if they managed to do anything significant, like lead laps. I think they did. Nope. So the Smokehouse, despite being a lap down, was able to put those other cars one lap down. So the Smokehouse still gets 9 points, despite not leading, and their checker car finishing one lap down. Now, the Intimidators, on the other hand, let's take a look at what they have here today. Because they did lead some laps. 3 points. Get the rest. So 3, 15, 18. 1, 2, 39. So the Intimidators scored 39 points in the final round. Not the greatest showing, but still. For a grand total of 173 points. So congratulations go out to the Intimidators for winning this evening's Fight Night at the Freedom Factory. Make sure you tune in on Sunday where we will have the Slinger Showdown. Point values are doubled. Should be interesting to see who comes out on top. For CWRL, I am the Geek Guru 1986. We'll see you Sunday. And coming up next on Geek Guru TV, random stuff. Enjoy.